What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So it was brought to my attention the comments made by former two-time world champion, superstar boxer turned boxing pundit and analyst, PAULIE the Magic Man Malignaggi. Recent comments he made about undefeated, undisputed lightweight world champion, superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney, who is 29 wins, no loss, no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout. He is 23 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach. Okay, Devin Haney recently defeated for the second straight time former unified lightweight world champion, Australian star boxer George Kambosos Jr., who is now 20 wins, 2 losses, no draws, 10 wins by way of knockout. 29 years of age, 5'9", with a 68-inch arm reach. Unanimous decision, both fights. Shutouts pretty much in both fights. In 2 fights, 24 rounds, you may give Kambosos 3 rounds total max. Okay, Devin Haney put on an absolute dazzling performance. Both fights impressive because both fights took place in Australia. Okay, Devin Haney went to quote-unquote the down under and faced George Kambosos Jr. and dominated George Kambosos Jr. in his country. Okay, traveled to do it, to officially become undisputed. So PAULIE Malignaggi, he was featured on his show, with Roy Jones Jr. And he talked about the Kambosos George Devin Haney fight, and essentially he knows Devin Haney is going to beat George Kambosos Jr. This was prior to Devin Haney fighting George Kambosos. Now is the aftermath, and this has come out. And now PAULIE Malignaggi, he goes on. Devin Haney in the past recently stated that he would never let a white boy beat him, right? And that went viral, okay? And they asked Devin Haney to apologize, so on and so forth, right? PAULIE Malignaggi, being a Caucasian Italian boxer, obviously was, siding with the Caucasian side. And he went in on Devin Haney, which ultimately got PAULIE Malignaggi removed from his job on Showtime. Now PAULIE Malignaggi does podcasts and things of that nature. And PAULIE Malignaggi, he weighs in on it once again. And he's sitting with Roy Jones, the legend, the icon, the Hall of Famer, the superstar, Roy Jones Jr. And he points to the quote-unquote white boy that could beat Devin Haney. 2-time Olympic gold medalist, 3-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, Ukrainian superstar boxer Vasil High-Tech Lomachenko, who is 16 wins, 2 losses, no draw, 11 wins by way of knockout, 34 years of age, 5'6" with a 66-inch arm reach. He says, here's what PAULIE Malignaggi had to say. Irresponsibly, might I add. Very irresponsibly, very disrespectful, because he's taking it personal that Devin Haney stated that he'll never let a white boy beat him, and seeing as though PAULIE Malignaggi is a Caucasian fighter, right? He took offense to that personally, right? Clearly, right? And irresponsibly and disrespectfully, PAULIE Malignaggi, he went on to rant about how Eastern European ran the sport of boxing, which is completely untrue, the furthest thing from the truth, okay? And PAULIE Malignaggi, he's now pretending that Devin Haney is going to vacate the belts to duck Lomachenko. Devin Haney was Lomachenko's mandatory. He was initially supposed to fight Olympic gold medalist, British lightweight title contender star boxer Luke Campbell, when 4-division world champion Mexican superstar boxer Mikey Garcia vacated his WBC title to move up from 135. It was initially supposed to be Luke Campbell versus Devin Haney for the vacant WBC title. But politics started to come in, and they allowed Lomachenko to leapfrog Devin Haney, fight Luke Campbell, with Devin Haney having a title mandatory eliminated, right? So he would be the mandatory challenger for the winner of that fight, which was Lomachenko. And top-ranked CEO, legendary promoter Bob Arum, he stated that Devin Haney signed with the wrong promotional company, and that Devin Haney is not going to get an opportunity to fight Lomachenko because Lomachenko is going to petition to be the franchise champion, which will allow him to elude Devin Haney, and Devin Haney automatically became the WBC champion. Okay, hence the reason why people were saying Devin Haney is the email champion, right? Okay, so Lomachenko then went on record saying Devin Haney was too green, inexperienced, and not ready, so he didn't want to fight him. But at the same time, he fought Luke Campbell. Now I'm gonna give you the backstory. He fought Luke Campbell in August. After he beat Luke Campbell, he said he wanted a tune-up fight while waiting for a unification bout with the winner of the December 14th showdown between then IBF lightweight champion star boxer Richard Comey and former unified lightweight world champion superstar boxer Teofimo Lopez. They wasn't fighting till December 14th. He fought Luke Campbell in August. Lomachenko stated that he wanted to have a stay busy fight in between around the same time because obviously he fought in August. They're not fighting till December, okay? So you're talking about December, you're talking about September, October, November, December. That's 4 months, okay? Lomachenko said he wanted to stay active. Now keep in mind, the winner of that fight is not going to be ready until 3 months after their fight at least. So if they fight in December, that means they're not going to be ready to March, April to fight, right? Okay, which means he would be out the ring 7 to 8 months. He didn't want to be out the ring 7 to 8 months. Now he wanted to stay busy fight. Well, he said Devin Haney was green, inexperienced, and not ready. That would make him, who cares? Why do he care what direction Devin Haney's career is going in? He had opportunity. That Devin Haney's your mandatory. He's the perfect opponent. You wanted to stay busy fight, stay ready fight, right? Well, you're not going to choose a world beater. Well, if you view Devin Haney as inexperienced, green, and not ready, well, he's the perfect stay busy fight, and he's your mandatory to fight in between it. He decided not to do it. And then he ended up losing to Teofimo Lopez, and we had the global pandemic, so on and so forth. Okay? So for Paulie Malignaggi to allude to Devin Haney ducking Lomachenko is irresponsible and disrespectful and misleading to the fans because he's not telling the truth that Devin Haney has been trying to fight with Lomachenko. Lomachenko was being considered to be No Moschenko. Well, Devin Haney re-nicknamed him No More Chenko, okay? He don't want to fight. No Moschenko, okay? He don't want to fight. So Devin Haney has been calling out Lomachenko. So for Paulie Malignaggi to allude to Devin Haney ducking him is irresponsible. Well, listen to Paulie Malignaggi had to say.
Paul Roy, I'm looking at my crystal ball, and I think Top Rank is saving Shakur to beat Lomachenko after Lomachenko takes Haney's titles. That's my.
Now get this. He said undefeated two-time, two-division world champion, former unified super featherweight world champion, superstar boxer Shakur Stevenson is being groomed to beat Lomachenko after Lomachenko beats Devin Haney. Now, he just said, now listen to this. He's going to tell you that Devin Haney is going to avoid Lomachenko, but he just said that Lomachenko is going to beat Devin Haney, right? Listen to this.
Mr. Ball. Okay. But I don't see Haney cooperating. It's his last fight on Top Rank deal. He's like, man, I ain't leaving you guys with the belt. I'm going to vacate and make my third fight on the Top Rank deal.
Roy Jones saying exactly. Why is Roy Jones saying exactly? Exactly what? Devin Haney never said he was vacating the belts. Devin Haney is outgrowing the division. He's been saying he's outgrowing the division, but he's also been saying he wanted to fight Vasyl Lomachenko. He's been saying that. So why is Royce agreeing with Paulie and saying exactly what?
140 pounds, then you guys got to go clean up all those titles. But I gotta say, that's the white boy that would have beat you, Lomachenko.
Okay, so what body of water would?
So you just heard him. That's the white boy that would have beat you. Again, like I said, Paulie Malignaggi took it personal. And when he did an interview, which got him removed from Showtime as a commentator, when he stated Eastern Europeans run the sport of boxing and everybody has their turn in the sport of boxing, where you have Caucasian fighters running the sport, then you have African Americans running the sport, then now you have Eastern Europeans. This is what he alluded to, but that's completely not true, because history tells you that all the greatest fighters on Mount Rushmore are African American fighters. That's just the truth of the matter. okay, on your Mount Rushmore per division, it's going to be African American fighters. You tell me who's the greatest welterweight all time, the greatest middleweight of all time, the greatest heavyweight of all time, the greatest light heavyweight of all time, the greatest cruiserweight of all time, okay, the greatest junior welterweight of all time. 9 times out of 10, 95% are going to be African Americans. So when did they have their turn, as Paulie Malignaggi is talking about? When?
Those titles. But I gotta say, that's the white boy that would have beat you, Lomachenko.
Okay.
So that's the white boy that would have beat you. See, he's still talking about what Devin Haney mentioned over 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, that got him removed because he's took it personal. He take the truth personal. What did I tell y'all all the time? People don't like the truth. They like to live in fictional land. They like to live in the land of make-believe. They don't like Candyland. They don't like to live in reality. The reality is, and I'm going to invite Paulie Malignaggi on the show to have this conversation. The reality is, African-American fighters have been running the sport of boxing since the beginning of time. It just is what it is. Mount Rushmore is completely African-American. The truth is the truth. I don't care who likes it or don't like it. If we're going to be honest, let's be honest. Okay? Sugar Ray Robinson, considered the greatest fighter of all time. Per division. Floyd Mayweather, Mickey Casey's arguably the greatest welterweight, lightweight, junior welterweight in history. Okay? Muhammad Ali, greatest heavyweight. Right? Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns. Marvin Hagler, the greatest middleweight of all time. Let's be real. The greatest middleweight of all time is Marvelous Marvin Hagler. If not him, Roy Jones Jr. If not him, you're talking about Bernard Hopkins. If not Bernard Hopkins, you're talking about the great Sugar Ray Robinson. Greatest super middle, 168 pounder. Roy Jones Jr., the man sitting next to him. Greatest lightweight. Is it Shane Mosley? Is it Floyd Mayweather? Is it Sweet Pea Pernell Whitaker? Let's be honest. If you go division by division, I'm just telling the truth, it's going to be dominated by African-American fighters. Period. It just is what it is. And Paulie Malignaggi, because of his feelings, facts over feelings. I deal in facts over feelings. Let's be real here. Let's be real here. And Paulie Malignaggi, his feelings is hurt because the truth is the truth. And then he goes in to say he questions because of other sports, major sports like the NFL, National Football League, the NBA, National Basketball Association, NHL, National Hockey League, MLB, Major League Baseball. That's the reason why there's not more Caucasian great fighters in the sport of boxing. Well, regardless of what reason you believe they're in it or not in it, they ain't in it. And that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section. And by the way, I'm almost certain Devin Haney gonna be ringside for Lomachenko fight in 2 weeks against Jermaine Ortiz. Since Paulie Malignaggi is talking about Devin Haney gonna duck Vasil Lomachenko, I highly doubt that. He actually wanted to fight Lomachenko or Gervonta Tank Davis instead of having a rematch with George Kambosos. But Paulie Malignaggi irresponsibly fails to mention that. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. That's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to Black Media Roll. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.